live to tape essentially means it's just like the news where it's recorded and put out just as it is. So there is no, that doesn't mean you aren't leveling audio or whatever, like as a fast pass, but it does mean that you're not cutting all your you're not cutting out every time I say, I love that, which is constantly, I feel. Nobody else is counting that except me. And now all of you that are listening who are now going to go listen and tally them in general. I'm exposing all my secrets. So basically you have to show up and know that you are going to say the thing that needs to come across. So it is something that I think overwhelms people and makes people very nervous. And I understand that, but it's the right fit for me. And I think that it's a mindset issue to move past. It sounds like it's the right fit for you too, Christine. Do you have anything you want to add about live to tape as having been recorded live to tape and then broadcast to the news?
I think it's something why I never really thought about it deeply because it's just something I've done. And so I never thought about it any other way because I'm like, of course, that's what I would do. Cluso. So that's actually, I think, one of the reasons people like watching the news live, because anything could happen. You never know. I think one of the most memorable moments, at least for me living in Los Angeles, that you might also remember because it was happened live to tape, was there was an earthquake. And
yes.
One of the anchors out here made a face. The earthquake face. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes, because it went viral after that. Chris Schavel from KTLA's morning news program made a face. Well, there was a live earthquake that happened, and it was so genuine and perfect, and I think the ground's moving underneath me.
The face you're making is exactly the face.
I can see it in my mind. He's also such a love. I really just adore him. My husband also works at KTLA, so I know him. But yeah. So live to tape, things that can happen, and that makes it exciting and interesting. And I have just, as a journalist, always gone live. And that also, I think for me, I think about pre-producing. And I don't know if many podcasters necessarily think of that, but I think the secret to really shining as a podcaster is taking time to do research about what your episode is going to be about, who's going to be listening, what they care about, who are you interviewing, what can they provide your audience that's going to be of interest, and having that at least in your mind or written out in front of you so that you can reference it will make the live to tape a valuable exchange for yourself, for your guest, and for your audience.
And it really helps you to show up for yourself because of that. You're showing up with like the end game in mind when you're doing live to tape. You have all your ducks in a row. You're saving time on the backside, but that doesn't mean you don't have a script. It's not fly by the seat of your pants, generally speaking, although, as we said, this is a little fly by the seat of our pants, but that's the way I kind of live a lot of my life. But with the podcast, like everything is prepared, everything is ready to go and record, and then it goes up and gets scheduled to go out. It really helps people engage and connect with you. So as a podcaster, you feel like you're part of the conversation as a listener when it is recorded live to tape. And when you hear all of those quirks, the things that come up the most are the weird, like from listeners, is the weird stuff that I share about myself. And then they'll send me messages on Instagram and be like, your first word was elephant? And I'm like, I shared that?
I forgot what I said when I went off the cuff.